Now you know the basics of how Pinterest works. It's time to look at how this can be used by marketers and why Pinterest is such a powerful tool beyond just being a big platform to reach a large audience. What features in particular make Pinterest a good choice for your business, and how do you go about using it to promote your website or company? As mentioned, a lot of people will use Pinterest primarily for researching ideas and getting inspiration. If they enjoy interior design, graphic design, fashion or fitness, they'll likely have lots of boards relating to that topic. What's more, they'll probably be following some other boards created by big brands in those areas. As a brand, your objective is to be one of those boards that people follow and to use this as a prime opportunity to show off your products, your services and your website so that you get more visitors and more business. This is particularly easy if you should happen to work in one of those industries that is particularly popular on Instagram. If you create wedding decorations, for example, all you need to do is create a board dedicated to these and then let people pin the items they find there or just browse your site for ideas. The more people you can get to follow you, the more people will see your products, will be exposed to your brand and will likely buy your items. This ultimately means that you can get a lot of traffic and engagement from a well thought out Pinterest board. What will help here is the ability to easily add links to your website and specific articles and blog posts. If you choose to pin from the web, you can type in a URL and select an image from that website to go along with it. Under the pin, it will say pinned from, and you can see here this one is pinned from BuzzFeed.com. And you can click that link to follow through to the blog post or article where it was originally posted. This means that people can follow your boards to stay up to date with your new articles and blog posts if they want to as well, which they may well choose to do if Pinterest is their preferred platform. Beyond the basic features, there are also some more advanced options and tools on Pinterest that are going to be especially useful for marketers. One example is article-rich pins. And these have been around since September 2013, and they basically take the central concept of posting links to blogs and articles and then they build on it. And these allow you to share links as you already could, but with the additional advantage that you can add extra information about the article, such as the title, the name, the description and the author. And this makes your blog and article links considerably more appealing, and it encourages people to sign up automatically. Article-rich pins are actually just one of the advanced type of rich pin available for marketers, and we'll be looking at it in more detail later in this series. But if you want to read it in the meantime, you can come here to business.pinterest.com/en/rich-pins. Another relatively new and big feature of Pinterest that is particularly interesting for marketers is the buyable pins tool. This was introduced relatively recently, it was in June 2015, so not every marketer is making full use of it. As the name suggests, buyable pins are pins showing products that are for sale. So if you should be browsing the site and see an item of clothing, a desktop accessory or maybe a piece of furniture that you like, then you can simply click to buy it. In the iPad and iPhone apps, the Pin It button is now accompanied by a Buy It button that lets users immediately buy the products that they're interested in. By the end of the first month, there were already 2 million of these pins on the site. Pinterest has long been popular as a tool for window shopping. When users are looking through other brand boards because they're looking for ideas for wedding decorations, things to wear or things to decorate their house with, they'll often follow the links to buy the products or later look up the products. But now with buyable pins, they can buy the product straight through Pinterest itself. This turns your Pinterest board into an e-commerce store, essentially meaning that anything on your site can now be easily bought. If you imagine that someone has taken a lot of time amassing a selection of items they find inspiring for their wedding, say, this means they can now eventually whittle that selection down to just the things they want and then click buy. This creates the barrier to sale and makes it a much thinner line between discovery and sale. It's very simple and easy, and it's a very tempting new option for business. Finally, Pinterest also provides a large amount of analytics data. To get access to this, you'll need to convert your personal account to a business account, and at the same time, you'll need to verify your account. From there, you'll be able to see what pins are getting pinned from your website or blog. This in turn lets you see which content is really performing well and engaging your audience. That's right, if you want to take full advantage of the analytics features on Pinterest, then you need to upgrade to a business account. And there are other advantages of making this switch too. Can you promote your blog or business with a personal account? Well, of course you can, to an extent. But there are some considerable advantages of making the switch. For starters, Pinterest actually requires you to make your Pinterest account a business one if you intend on using it to profit. While it's unlikely they'll clamp down on you for posting links to your website, you should switch if you want to toe the official line. Their statement on the matter is, if you're using Pinterest as part of how you make a living, whether by driving traffic to a blog that makes you some money or to build your personal brand to find customers for your products or services, you should sign up for a business account and agree to our business terms of service. From here, you'll then be able to display your company or brand name as the title of your Pinterest profile instead of your first and last name. You'll be able to get insider tips and strategies from Pinterest, and they provide a lot of free educational materials, and you'll be able to verify your website. As mentioned, it's this latter step that enables you to see which of your photos and images are getting shared on Pinterest, getting repinned, and getting commented on. Verifying your URL also has another benefit. It adds your hyperlink to the top of your profile. This means that anyone who discovers your Pinterest account will now be able to quickly discover your website as well, and that means more traffic, more ad clicks, and of course, more sales. Business accounts are also allowed to host contests through Pinterest, which is something we'll be looking at later on in this video series.